Hey there, on this episode, we're heading off to Sin City to visit T-Mobile Arena. Let's go. Hey there everyone, welcome back to Rinks Around the League. I'm your host Jeff Nash, and on this episode, we're heading off to T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, home of the Vegas Golden Knights. Construction of T-Mobile Arena began May 1st, 2014, and it opened on April 6, 2016 at a cost of $375 million, and is owned by the partnership with Anschutz Entertainment Group and MGM Resorts International. The arena was privately funded. Its scoreboard is 36 by 21 feet. Secondary market ticket price ranks them 11th in the league at $162. T-Mobile Inc. naming rights to the building, but terms were not disclosed. Now in Vegas, plans started back as early as 2008 to have a professional sports arena in the city itself, and to have it completed by the year 2010. But this initial joint venture had some bumps along the road. Now initially this joint venture wanted to use public funds to fund the arena, but this didn't go over very well with the public. And combine that with no guaranteed sports franchise coming to Vegas, meant that the initial investors in this backed out and the plan fell apart. Then in 2013, AEG and MGM began a partnership that would eventually begin the construction of the rink and associated infrastructure. That would eventually coincide with the 2016 announcement of the NHL's expansion, Vegas Golden Knights, to the city. So it took a little while to get everything worked out. But ultimately, after the team was announced, they went on an epic Cinderella story run to the Stanley Cup Finals in their inaugural season. That run cemented the Golden Knights as the new powerhouse franchise and venue in the NHL. Now, the rink itself has some pretty unique touches. The outside has a pretty distinct design with its golden steel shell on the outside, kind of reminiscent of Rogers Place in Edmonton, just gold in color. Heading inside the rink, they have some pretty unique main and upper concourses. In the upper concourse, they have an outdoor patio that overlooks Toshiba Plaza and the small district that leads to the strip. On the outside, they also have a unique see-through strip LED video board that lights up for ads and branding. Continuing with their unique features of this rink are their amazing clubs that they seem to have on every single level. Most notable and awe-striking are the Stella Artois Loft and the Grey Goose Nest. These two clubs have large signature pointed platforms on one end of the rink. To me, they look kind of like ships or something, and you get a pretty unique vantage point of the venue from up there. Now, T-Mobile has arguably the best in-game presentation in the league, as well as one of the best fan experiences in the game, which you can guess, being in the world's biggest party city, just goes with the territory. They're most notable for their Vegas-like style, over-the-top cheesy theatrics. But hey, fans in that city and across the league eat that up. They also have a giant castle on one end of the rink, which houses their in-house DJ, drumline, and other in-game components. So there's lots to like about T-Mobile, from their unique food and bev options to their luxury suites. There's a lot to like. Now, when I did a site tour of the facility back even before the team was awarded to Vegas, I was a little concerned about the look of the building. But oh boy, how quickly that turns around after just one NHL season. They've done a really good job integrating a lot of the Golden Knights theme in that rink. Now, aside from all the tech and the amazing in-game experience, probably one of the coolest features of the rink is the crowd. You have lots of fans from the opposing teams visiting, making Vegas part of their vacation. Mix that in with a home crowd that has fully embraced their team, and it makes for a pretty awesome crowd experience. And hey, I'll admit it, I didn't think hockey would work in Vegas, but oh boy, they've proven us all wrong. It's truly an unbelievable sports story. Now, is there anything I don't like about T-Mobile Arena? Not really. It's really cool to see the city embrace NHL hockey, and it's a remarkable facility. The only small thing that I would maybe want to try and change is the placement of their team banners. Now, when I visited there in October, they had their Western Conference Championship banners and other banners kind of on the side and really up high. And to me, that's just kind of a weird place to put them. Now, they have a great looking spot just above the castle that displays banners of all the other NHL teams. Why not spotlight those special banners above the castle or somewhere more prominent? Look at virtually every other team in the NHL. They place those banners in pretty prominent spots in the rink. They're pretty important and special banners, so maybe move them to somewhere a little bit more prominent. But Golden Knight fans, let me know your thoughts. What do you love about T-Mobile? I bet you love everything about that place. All right, that does it for this episode of Rinks Around the League. On the next episode, we're heading off to the US Capitol to visit the Capital One Arena, home of the Washington Capitals. As always, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at _theRinks, on Facebook at The Rinks, and on YouTube at Rinks Around the League. Hit subscribe and ring that bell. Back when we did a site tour of T-Mobile, the NHL hadn't awarded them the franchise just yet, but everyone kind of knew it was going to happen. But one cool thing was we were walking around and it was in a concert setup, but we actually went to the loading docks, and tucked away on the side of the loading docks were all of the boards for the ice surface. And we just thought it was cool that the boards were just sitting there, and we knew what those were there for. They were there for the new franchise. So it was cool to be inside that rink before the team was even there.